To think about space is to revel in the immensity of infinity. There's this quote that puts things in perspective. Think of a ball of steel as large as the world, and a fly alighting on it once every million years. When that ball of steel is rubbed away by the friction, eternity will not even have begun. The magnitude of this statement is incomprehensible. When humans can barely even consider the consequences of climate change through its slow roiling shifts given decades and millennia, consider the timescales we are approaching now. This is where numbers lose tangible meaning, and even abstraction pales. Eternity, as infinity, is forever. This existentialism you may feel now is the core of Hachimaki's conflict, a profound struggle with purpose and identity in the face of cosmic indifference. Planetes holds a special place in my heart. It encapsulates some of the wonder and imagination contained in the mind of a younger me. And even though nostalgia may paint it pretty, I have read the manga several times now, and every time I still feel those same emotions. Planetes is set in the year 2075, a near future where space travel is routine, and the moon has been colonized. The technology in Planetes feels tangible, an extension of today's advancements rather than far-off future tech. This realism grounds the story in a world that feels just around the corner. And expounding on this reality is the consistency of the human condition, which Yukimura investigates so beautifully in his political and internal explorations. At the story's heart is the crew of the DS-12 Toy Box, a ragtag group tasked with cleaning dangerous space debris. They're essentially space garbage men. Hachimaki, Fi, Yuri, and later, Tanabe. The character arcs of each member of the Toy Box feel real, and their development feels earned. Yuri is a great example. The manga begins its opening panels with a bang, literally, as we see a subspace liner hit with a single bolt and absolutely obliterated. On the liner were Yuri and his wife, who unfortunately didn't survive. This immediately grounds Yuri in our minds, and we know why he's on a beat-up ship collecting space garbage, because that garbage killed his wife. Yuri's story is one of grief, memory, and finding peace in the face of tragedy, and his quiet and calm demeanor juxtaposes greatly with Fi's boisterous and serious attitude. And then there's Hachimaki. Within him lies the everyday, the boy or girl inside all of us who wants to discover what the cosmos contains. His dream is to buy his own spaceship and cruise to different planets and explore the universe. As he is chasing his dream, however, he is confronted with a monumental obstacle: the pitch black of eternity. The vastness of space has a way of making anyone feel small, and for Hachimaki, this existential dread grows louder the closer he gets to the stars. This psychological anxiety, as well as his deeper fear of insignificance, cripples him and makes him question everything. He questions whether chasing his ambition and pushing the boundaries of space is worth leaving everyone he loves behind. Hachimaki's ambition reaches a fever pitch when he applies to join the crew of the Von Braun, a groundbreaking interplanetary mission to Jupiter. The intense training and competition push him to his limits, both physically and emotionally. He begins to question whether his dream is worth the cost, especially as it alienates him from those he cares about. Hachimaki's turning point comes not through grand revelation, but through a series of smaller, more human moments. He begins to realize that meaning isn't found in the universe itself. It's something we create through our connections and choices. Tanabe, Hachimaki's crewmate, challenges his nihilistic worldview. Her belief in the power of love and human connection might seem naive, but it resonates with Hachimaki during his lowest moments. Through her, he begins to see that relationships and shared experiences are what give life its weight and meaning. Hachimaki eventually accepts that the universe's vastness doesn't diminish human significance. It amplifies it. The fact that we can find meaning in such an indifferent cosmos is, in itself, a triumph of the human spirit. By the end of his journey, Hachimaki achieves a balance. He doesn't abandon his dream of exploring space, but he no longer views it as an escape or a way to prove himself. Instead, it becomes a part of a larger tapestry, a life that includes love, friendship, and responsibility. Hachimaki's story is a microcosm of Planetessa's broader themes. It shows that ambition is not inherently selfish, nor is connection inherently limiting. The two can coexist, enriching each other. Hachimaki's growth reminds us that even in the infinite vastness of space, the smallest bonds can ground us and give us purpose. Hachimaki didn't conquer space. He conquered the fears within himself. He learns that significance isn't something granted by the universe. It's something we create, one moment, one connection, and one dream at a time. Ultimately, Planetess isn't just about space. It's a meditation on us. Yukimura uses the cosmos to examine the human condition, challenging us to reflect on our dreams, responsibilities, and relationships. As we reach for the stars, Planetess asks, what are we leaving behind, and what are we bringing with us?